Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jojin Movie So Awesome. I'm Joe.
And I'm Won-Jin.
Today we are going to talk about Tulsa King. Spoilers ahead until episode 5. I think episode 6 is dropping next week. So if you have not caught up to episode 5, please come later.
It should drop this weekend, I think.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It should.
Okay. Episode 5 spoiler, you have been warned. So this is basically a mafia series.
Yeah. Which is, in a way, kind of confusing to me because, I mean, yes, when the Sopranos came out.
Oh, we're going right away.
Yeah,
right to Sopranos.
La Cosa Nostra is still there, but it's been a long time since basically the law enforcement agencies disbanded this entire organization, and yet in this Tulsa King, maybe it's for convenience. They don't say do they say La Cosa Nostra? But we have an organization with similar resemblance.
No, but mafia still exists, man, in New York.
Really?
Yeah.
And are they still?
I guess they're overshadowed by drug cartels and stuff, but they definitely still exist.
Okay, and they're still nationwide.
Oh, you never know because they're public information. Because I mean, they definitely still exist, and when FBI's or they indict them, it's just a part of their leadership, but they're always there. But the main draw of this is not mafia, but Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
The fact that he's in it is, I think, the main draw because Won-Jin, you told me about this series, so when I approached this, I didn't know if it was gonna be a serious show or something else.
Yeah, me neither. Because ever since, the most iconic role that Sylvester Stallone played were Rocky and Rambo, and they were so deeply engraved into our brains that it was difficult for us to think of any other roles that he played.
Yeah.
And I also wasn't exactly sure if this was going to be a very dead serious show or maybe it had comical elements. And after watching a few episodes, I kind of realized that it has a little bit of both. And what I like about one of the reasons why I decided to watch this series is because it also had, just like you, because it had Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
And my expectations of him in a movie or even a TV show has risen significantly ever since I watched Rocky Balboa and movies like Creed, because I think his acting is getting better, and it has gotten better since Rocky or Rambo, and I think he's capable of showing more diversity.
I think so too, because in this series, because he's basically carrying the whole series for me.
Yeah,
because we're watching. I mean, because this series uses every trope in the book, like a retired man. It could be a military man. It could be a mafia member.
It kind of also reminds me of what's the show we loved?
Well, which one?
Jack Reacher.
Yeah,
Reacher.
Yeah, sure. But here it's the aged version, and this has been done across all genres, like an old professional. In this case, he's a gangster, but it could be a cop or a corrupt cop, anything. But it's really Sylvester Stallone, and I would say, is the story deep? No, but it's been enough of. There's been enough witty moments for me.
Yeah,
I the best part about the series is the comedy for me, and I loved how. First of all, it's not realistic at all. First of all, it's not real. I'm pretty sure if a gangster just walks in a weed store and says, "Give me money," the weed guy's gonna call the cop as soon as he leaves, and then he's gonna get caught. And another thing is, I'm pretty sure he's on parole. So like a lot of it is just for like a dramatic flourish. It's not supposed to be realistic.
Yeah.
I knew it was going to be like that the moment the mafia meeting just happened within 3 minutes and go to Tulsa, end of fucking story. And then the main plot is in Tulsa. So I was like, oh, okay, I get it. This is going to be...
And he just, even before arriving at a hotel, he just decides to start racketeering.
Yeah. So, no, but you know what though? I actually don't mind that because like this is one of those series I think you can watch casually.
Yeah.
Like and you know Sylvester Stallone has his moments. Like I love his like threats too. You know.
Yeah.
If you ever call me a buzzkill again, I gotta reorganize your liver. And like some witty dialogues. And I also enjoy the cast. Like the side characters are so far all been interesting. I think some of them are actually known figures.
I actually like the driver dude.
Oh yeah,
The
Tyson.
guy who, Tyson.
Yeah.
He's having that conflict with his father.
Yeah. I really like that. Like a seamlessly melding in a black African. That I like that. I also like his father, and I also like the villain because he plays a lot of bad guys. That motorcycle gang guy. Like he's in a lot of good movies. He was in Dark Knight. He's the Russian guy. He's the Russian mob boss.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh crap.
Yeah, he speaks perfect English, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's right.
He's usually cast as a cop or either a cop or a villain in a lot of movies, and he has some great roles. He's really a chameleon.
And also the mob boss's son, who's running the whole show. We've seen him. He's a familiar face.
Yeah, he's in Wire.
Yeah, he's in The Wire.
He was also in that one, Martin Scorsese, Irishman.
Oh, the Irish. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he played one of the bosses.
And I think he's a great addition to the show.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's like having Mark Wahlberg in a movie that's based in Massachusetts.
Hey, another thing. Basically, anybody who was in The Sopranos who hasn't passed away is in here in some mafia role. I like that Frankie or Freddie or whatever his name was. Like he's in Boardwalk Empire. He plays Lucky Luciano. Like so, like these are all familiar faces, which I didn't mind, by the way. Like because I think if someone decides to like do a mafia series like this, like I think they can't go in the mind of trying to beat Sopranos because that's impossible.
Yeah.
Like at this point, I think.
And no matter how, I mean, even if they do try and if they get really close to it, that's as far as they're gonna get.
Yeah.
As close as The Sopranos. I bet that it will never ever. Well, maybe never ever is a strong word, but it will be very difficult to surpass The Sopranos. It will always be in like a juxtaposition with The Sopranos. Everybody will always try to compare because that's like the yardstick now.
And another thing is, I agree, like the public interest. Like when we hear about criminal groups, we usually assume drug cartels now, like Mexican drug cartels. That's why Narcos was such a huge hit. Like we don't think about Italian American mafia anymore, or the Italian mafia anymore that much. Because, but the main because you know, I bet this is a mafia story because Sylvester Stallone is Italian American. There's no way he can play. He like. Al Pacino can play Carlito, but like I can't imagine Sylvester Stallone speaking Espanol and being convincing.
So yes, I earlier I mentioned that his acting has become more versatile and his spectrum has broadened. But yes, I think he will have some limitations in acting in a completely different. Acting in a character that is from a completely different cultural background or a different language. Yeah. So yes, he's I think perfect to fit the role, and I think the entire character is developed around him. Italian American, grown up in the East Coast.
No, but besides his like, he looks amazing for his age. By the way,
that's
like,
true.
I think he is really like 75 or like 80. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it's close to 80 now. But he looks amazing. Wow. Like that's a lot of dedication on his part. Yeah, he looks really good.
Yeah, when I saw him in Rambo Last Blood, I was like almost shitting my pants. Because I could tell that he could just rip my throat out.
Yeah, that's why
just like he did 30 years ago.
Yeah, that's why the sex scene with the ATF agent was hilarious. That was really funny. I mean, like. You almost feel like the dialogue was written with Sylvester Stallone in mind.
That's
because
true.
She's like, how old are you? I'm like, 75!
He's kind of hesitating. So are you going to like ask where it was when JFK was assassinated?
Yeah.
I was in high school when he was assassinated.
Yeah, and he wasn't joking.
Yeah, and she's just like completely mind blown. What the hell did I just do? That was hilarious.
That was funny. That was funny. And like the comedy moments were great. I love that guy the guy who's cast as like basically a history of violence, but a comedy version. He changed his identity, because he's not even in the witness protection program. I think he just left.
He just left.
No, but
and decided to have a new life.
I actually love that actor because he was in The Sopranos. Remember, he was.
Wasn't he the one that gets beaten by Artie?
Yeah.
He's a made man.
Yeah.
Want some more? And then Artie beats the shit out of him.
Yeah. He's Multisanti's friend, and then he gets introduced. But I like the actor. He looks so young, by the way. Because he hasn't aged a bit since Sopranos.
Remember, that's like 20 years ago.
Yeah, great genes on that actor's part. Well, I'll remember his next time. But I love the actor because I liked his scene with Stallone and when Stallone catches him. Like
in his kitchen.
Yeah, that was really funny. That was really funny.
And I also love the fact that all like they both have this huge misunderstanding about each other.
Yeah. I mean, like, I would give this series has its charm. I mean, it's not none of it is original, but some witty dialogue and some great acting on the actor's part. Because I think Terence Winter is part of the writers here, and he did Sopranos and Mad Men. I think so. He's a really famous writer.
Good stuff.
Yeah. So I think a lot of the comedic funny moments come from him because a lot of this comedy here is what do you say, like situational comedy.
And I love the fact that it's very subtle.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like it's not butt jokes and stuff. It's like that.
I love the scene where the ATF agent came back and she ends up having dinner with him again, and like it jumps straight to the next morning. It's like, this cannot and will not happen again.
a lot of sitcom jumps, so to speak. But I would say episode 5 has been my least favorite, though.
Oh, okay.
Because me,
I think I kind of have the same feeling towards
episode
5.
I specifically not liked it because up until this point, I thought they balanced some
heaviness.
No, some tears. I wouldn't call it heavy. It's not heavy at all. Some tears, some funny moments, some levity, some serious, some family. You know, it's like a sitcom. But I didn't like this that plot line because it almost felt like it was forced to like have Sylvester Stallone mend his relationship with a daughter. I felt like him being a criminal and being in jail for 25 years was enough conflict between them. Hopefully they can maybe reach a resolution, but at least a compromise. But I didn't need this whole like you touch my daughter thing.
And I think it was a little too disruptive.
Yeah.
Compared to what we had seen up until that point.
Yeah.
I think that was one of the biggest problems for me.
Yeah.
And I think the intention was to give like this shock element.
Yeah.
But
no.
I think they could have just gotten away with it even without such shock.
Because even in a sitcom like this, you have to. I think you can only stretch our imagination so far. Him just walking up and murdering that guy, it just didn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Like, because first of all, we're so trained in mafia movies that we know that these people take like hits very seriously. You killed who? Like, no, you need permission. You always need permission. And because remember, like in season 2,
you don't call the shots.
Yeah. You know, because like The Sopranos is all about like everybody taking murder seriously, except Tony, who just casually does so and pretend it never happened. So like it's so odd for me to see like I guess the term is made man, like just jump up and kill people like that, and like
in front of basically the boss.
Yeah, it didn't make sense to me that much.
I also loved the only thing I liked about that scene was how chill he was, the boss dude.
Yeah.
It's like, where you gonna go?
Yeah.
He's just standing there.
Yeah. I mean, there were some good scenes. I mean, good acting, but the story itself I felt kind of weak. And but overall, I'm still having fun.
Yeah,
like it's one of those things where I think each episode is like 30 to 40 minutes.
Yeah,
that's the right amount for me.
It's not too long. It's not too short. It's long enough to unfold the story.
Yeah,
and. Let's see. I think one of the best thing I liked about episode 5 was how good Sylvester Stallone looked in that suit.
Oh yeah. Oh no, but that's definitely a big draw because I think a lot of audiences will be watching this because I don't even remember his name. I just think of him as Sylvester Stallone. Oh, it's Rocky in a suit. It's being him. I mean,
his name was Dwight after Eisenhower.
Oh, right.
Dwight D. Eisenhower.
Like,
so his nickname is Ike.
And the general.
Oh, and the general. That's right.
The best scene for me, I think the best two scenes that balance comedy and sadness really well was that that homeless lady telling him what's that was like the best scene for me.
Yeah.
Like, because I was genuinely surprised at how moving it was. Like, because him walking in there and confessing.
Yeah.
I thought that was smart. I thought that was very smart.
And I think that's one of the charms of the Sylvester Stallone movies of these days, because I felt the same thing in movies like Rocky Balboa, and also Creed. He has this surprisingly moving moments, and he just has this way of, like, he has this magic of delivering it in such a way that it really feels like genuine.
Being good looking helps too, and his deep, amazing voice. He looks amazing still at his age. Yeah. But one thing, episode 5, another thing I didn't like was, I'm starting to lose a feeling that this is Tulsa. Like, I thought it was gonna be like a huge deal. Like, I thought we were really gonna learn about like Oklahoma local culture, not in an offensive way, but maybe a little, you know, because there's a stereotype. So I thought they were gonna play with that more, but it almost feels like they like the title was the last thing they came up with. Where should we put it? Let's do Tulsa. It sounds like it sounds foreign enough, right? But that's a little bit of like something a little
considering how they emphasize the contrast between New York and Tulsa in the intro sequence. We see that landscape, the contrasting landscape of New York and Tulsa together. Yeah, because I was hoping we would get more like Tulsa flavor, so to speak. Oh, by the way, I love the music. I love that southern, like, what is it? Country?
Yeah.
What is it? Yeah, country music going on.
Yeah, I want more of that. I want I want a situational comedy where a high-ranking mafia member is in a very, like, because I thought what's that series with Ozark did that really well.
Oh, that's true.
Because of the locals. Like, I know they probably overdid it a little to sell it more. You know how like in Tarantino movies, like the French guy there is the most Frenchiest man you ever met. Like you're pretty sure the actual French don't talk that way. Yeah, so like I was kind of hoping for like a local Tulsa, like what do you call it, swagger, something like that, more of that. But there's nothing yet. And the weed guy actually. Like the weed guy, right? I like the guy, but I don't think he's actually like an Oklahoman or something. Like he's pretty generic.
You kind of feel like he just came there straight from California or something.
Yeah, me too. Like he feels like a generic white dude. Like seriously. So that's just one gripe. Like, not that it's necessary because we're, you know.
By the way, he's also an actor that I really like. I saw him from Silicon Valley. He plays this character called Gilfoyle, and he's brilliant in that show.
Yeah.
And no matter how many times I tell Joe, he just wouldn't watch Silicon Valley for some reason. Oh, yeah. And he's also in Spider-Man. He's the high school teacher.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Oh, now that you mention it, he's been all over the place. Like, his delivery and lines are so brilliant. Like, yeah.
He's especially good at being sarcastic.
Oh, it's really convincing. Because I love how, like, when he's kidnapped by the motorcycle gang, he says, I believe the term is called extortion. Like, he's not my partner. No, you can have him if you want. So, like, that's funny.
He's a bane of my existence.
Yeah. Yeah, see, those are the analyze this moments that I really like.
Oh, that's right.
Honestly, analyze this, the first one, not the sequel. The first one is still a guilty pleasure for me. I watch it now and then again if I think about it. Because De Niro, like, I mean, I think it's one of those stories that I told before, but if the show brings just enough to be a little bit fresh, I think it's fine. And here we have Sylvester Stallone, and I also like his relationship with the ATF agent too. Like, she's also in a lot of movies. I can't.
Yeah, she does seem familiar, and I think she played like a minor role in what's that movie?
Yeah, she's in a lot.
I forgot the name of the movie.
She's a great actor too.
Yeah,
she's a great actor too. Another part I love is see, this is the witty moment. So you have a lot of records. You're like, so I'm a Leo. I'm like, yeah. And then prior's the key word. I'm pretty sure he hated the driver. And I like those lines. And Sylvester Stallone does such a great delivery.
Yeah.
Like he sells this old wise guy really well. Yeah.
And he also successfully sells his charm. You can it's convincing that the ATF agent would be somewhat obsessed with him.
Yeah, yeah.
After a few encounters.
The only thing I'm surprised so far is that we haven't seen him topless for some reason.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure he's still built like a truck inside there.
Just like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, because I was kind of thinking that like there was gonna be a topless scene because and then maybe there could be like a bunch of gun wounds, and that could be part of the story because and the daughter family meeting. I'm glad that they didn't oversell the Italian part though. Like it's been done so many times. So I think despite what we got, a lot of thought has been like gone through the series. Like
I also love his encounter with the owner of the ranch, was it? The horse riding club, that lady.
Yeah, the First Nation people.
Yeah, I thought you were a Faison and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. We get a lot of memorable, like, tough characters here. Like, yeah. She I think she's going to be back, definitely. She's going to be back.
Because remember, this is Oklahoma. It's very close to Texas. And women here are strong.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that because I like, if it wasn't for Tulsa, like I would have wanted Texas, because you know what that's like. That's like Alien versus Cowboys.
Ah, that's true.
Like not like what I'm trying to say is like if you're gonna go crazy, like go crazy. You know, because we all know this is not serious. So why not Texas King and then have him fight like old school
like Texas Rangers or something.
Exactly like my father he chewed tobacco. What the fuck is this? We
still riding horses.
The stereotype. Very masculine, like a Marlboro Man, with a little bit of No Country for Old Man Sugar in there. Because that motorcycle gang boss, he's definitely playing the crazy guy.
Yeah,
he's really good at that too. I've seen him play diverse roles. That actor, he's brilliant in every one of them.
I think he's like a budget Gary Oldman.
I would say he's a very great character actor. Like because remember in Dark Knight he plays that Russian guy. He also played a lot of good guys too. So like his range is amazing. I feel I like to compare him with the first son in Fargo season 2. Like that actor is also like that.
Hold on. Season 2 was the
German American family.
Oh yeah. I remember
the firstborn son, like that guy, that actor. Like he can play anything.
Yeah,
because he was in Sicario as like a black ops, and then he was also in that prison movie. That was he was brilliant in it.
Movie, and he's also great at playing a villain.
Yeah.
I remember there was, I think, was it about the prison? It was about that the child kidnapping with Angelina Jolie. Oh. He plays this asshole cop, and he played it so well. And, like you said, he can
play any role.
Yeah, in Sicario, he's supposed to be like this former Delta spec ops.
Yeah, he's the quiet guy with the glasses. Like, he can play anything, that guy. I mean, this actor is just like that. So I mean, overall, I mean... a lot.
It's been an enjoyable show for me.
Yeah.
Like you said, I'm glad that the show doesn't try too hard to be something that it's not.
Yeah.
Like something too serious. And I love the fact that it's very casual. And I love the fact that they're maximizing their assets, which is Sylvester Stallone himself.
Yeah. I mean, the title is Tulsa King, referring to him.
Funny thing. In episode 5, in the intro when he's suiting up.
Yeah.
You can see the cuff of his shirt.
Oh, really?
And on expensive shirts, you can have like your own your own initials on the thing. But instead of saying like D, like Dwight, blah 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 blah, it says SS. I'm like, oh my god, that's Sylvester Stallone. Maybe he used his personal shirt, and they just couldn't be bothered to
Oh,
Like
that's
a
so
le-
smart.
yeah,
I totally missed that.
to make a new shirt just for the show.
Oh, that kind of tongue-in-cheek joke.
Yeah.
Oh, makes sense. Because we all know you're not Dwight. Yeah, we all know you're not Dwight. You're Sylvester Stallone, being yourself. But you know, I think his enunciation has improved though.
Yeah.
Like it's not gruggly anymore. I think he did work on it, and like it's amazing so far. Like I love his because like his dialogue with his daughter was surprisingly moving for me too. Like because the writing was surprisingly mature at that part. Like
I also love this moment with his brother. That face call, and you know when he was leaving that message on the phone.
Yeah, that was a little too much for me. Like, no, the message on the phone was fine. I was like, just do one of them. We get it. You're not such a bad guy. You are a murderer, but you're not a bad guy. Which I guess it makes sense because I mean, within their ethos, I guess that makes sense. But another thing is because we're watching for his charm because we all know what the plot is going. I think.
Yeah.
He's gonna have fight with the motorcycle guy.
He's gonna eventually have a break
with his New York original New York family. The motorcycle guy, I don't know how it's gonna go though. Maybe he'll end up killing him, or maybe they'll end up being forming an alliance.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna grow his own organization in Tulsa.
Yeah.
With the help of the ATF agent.
Maybe. Who knows? That one I don't know how it's gonna go. Maybe they'll have another confrontation or something. We don't know where it's going yet. So I mean, it's all the whichever one the show decides to go. We're all familiar with what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
you know, just a tinge of Departed in there.
And I also love the bar owner. What's his name? Mitch. I also like that character.
Oh, that's brilliant casting. Yeah. Like his lines to the cops was kind of sitcom-y, but the actor is amazing. He definitely, no offense to the guy, he's really good looking, but if he told me he was an ex-convict, I would believe it. Oh yeah, you're definitely ex-convict. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I like the motley crew though. All these different people. Yeah. That's basically like
when they show up with the baseball bat. Yeah, that was a fun crew.
Yeah, that's definitely Dwight's crew. It's like a casino with less murder. Like the hole in the what's that gang called? But anyway, yeah. A good familiar fun.
Yeah.
Except season 5, I hope we get
episode 5.
Yeah, episode 5. I hope we get less of that and more of the comedy and comedy balanced with some drama. I think that's just enough.
Yeah. So we'll have to see the next episode to see what that was all about.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing it's just like a plot device and a shock element just to progress the plot, and maybe it's like maybe it's prepping the show for that conflict with New York.
Yeah. What would be funny is like Tulsa King, and then it's like Austin King, and then DC King. But who knows? I think we'll have to wait till the conclusion of the season. But anyway, I think that's enough. Episode 5. We will be continuously talking about Tulsa King as more episode drops.
And in the meantime, please go watch Avatar 2.
Yeah.
And
I've watched it. I highly recommend it. We will be talking about that next week. So stay tuned. And if you like our stuff, please press a like, subscribe, and tell us what you want us to talk about next. And we'll see you next week. This has been Joji Movie So Awesome. I was Joe.
I was Won-Jin.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Ba-dum-bum-bum.